Welcome back, everyone, to another funded trader account review. So we're going to go through 3 funded accounts right here, running through the dashboard and all of their trading statistics, so you guys can get an idea of some of our funded traders. These people have actually gotten 3 payouts so far with our firm, so it's definitely worth noting that these are some of the better traders that you guys are going to be seeing, and you're going to get a quick insight on how they're actually trading, what pairs they're trading, what times, how long they're trading for, so on and so on. And we're going to, based on the feedback from the last session, we're actually going to take a look at the FX book for each of these. So we're going to go ahead and connect each of the traders' accounts to FX book. That way we can pull up some more detailed analysis and get into it. So for those that don't know, the funded trader, we fund traders with our capital if you can pass our 2-step evaluation. So if you're trading right now and you have a small amount of capital and you do want to level up, you do want to get to the next level in your trading career, I would highly suggest taking one of our challenges. There are 2 phases, and if you're able to pass within all the rules, we'll then give you a funded account to trade on. So that's what these people in this call, in this video, are trading on. They're trading on their funded accounts. So before we get into the actual account review, I just want to pop over to our new website. We've been dropping some updates. It is coming soon. So this is going to be a little bit of an overview. We're going for the more professional feel, and this is all based, again, on all of your feedback. We want to make sure that we're definitely having the more professional feel to our firm, but while maintaining our night theme. So running through real quick, you're going to see that everything is a lot more interactive. Everything is a lot more cleaned up compared to our current website. Again, this is just in the design process right now. We did mention inside of the Discord that this is coming soon, so it should be done with development by next Friday and then implemented the latest the following Friday. But we're really happy with it right now. One thing that I want to look at is actually the My Account section. I do believe this section came out really good. We have some images that we want to swap here and some spacing, but I do like how we're maintaining the overall theme of the site so far. So that's just a little bit overview of the website. We're going to have a lot more included on here as well. We'll have all of our videos from YouTube directly accessible on the website, which I think is pretty cool. So let's go over and get started with our funded account review. All right, so the first account we're going to look at is Brian. He's actually already gotten 2 payouts. He just got 2 payouts yesterday because he has 2 funded accounts. One of them was for $7K. The other one was for $6K. You can see here he was actually at 109, and then he just came down. So looks like he actually did get a little bit more. So he had 9K, which with the 80% profit split is why it's going down to about 7.5K. So yeah, great payout. Obviously with a 100K account, and he paid $515 for this, as all you guys know. And just look at his equity curve here. He has steadily been making gains. He hasn't had too many losses. We're going to get into what his drawdown was in a second here. You can see some of his statistics on our dashboard. The number of trades placed, 159, his profit factor, his annual profit. So this is projected based on what he's already made. His average risk reward is 1. His average winning trade is 190, and his average losing trade is 206. So let's pop over to the FX book. Let's take a more detailed look into his account. We can see by the drawdown, he has not gone over 3% drawdown in any given day. So Brian has actually maintained very tight risk parameters while trading this account. You can see the highest that he got to was 111, and then he ended up around 109, where he did then take that profit split from here. But one of the statistics that we are seeing is if traders get more than 3% drawdown in any given day, the chances of them likely failing that challenge raises dramatically. So something to take note of is, you guys, if you're consistently seeing a 5% drawdown every single day, 4%, 5%, coming close to that daily loss, you're on like a risk of ruin. You are on a path where you're most likely going to end up bombing that account and hitting that daily drawdown. So again, we see the number of trades, 159. He has been trading all the way since November 1st. So pretty much this is his first month that he has completed here, and he did get that first payout, which is great. His profitability, he's about a 65% win ratio. And let's actually see his risk reward. So he's got average win, like we said, 190, average loss 200. So his risk reward is not that great. As I said before, it says 0.95. He obviously does have a higher win percentage, but he must have some big trades that he's won in here. So let's just pop over here and take a look at what pairs he's actually trading first. So let's come into the symbols. So he was trading some BTC, actually a lot of BTC, Ethereum, and then it looks like for the most part, he's trading a lot of NAS 100. So let's continue to see if there's any more pairs. Yeah, so he's mainly trading NAS 100, and then we've got some US 30 trades here at the end. Let's take a look and see the duration. So the longest that he's held the trade was 18 hours on BTC, which ended up losing $500. And then he's got 14, 12, 6. So he's got some trades all over the place here, because I know he definitely does some scalping as well. So you see we've got some 4-hour trades. We've got some 1-hour trades right here. And then we start to go down into more intraday, 50-minute, 30-minute, 25. And these are all really on NAS 100, 13, 10. And then coming all the way down to here, I do see he does have a lot of trades that are kind of scalping. So he's got some positions that he's scalping, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, so on and so on. Let's take a look at the lot sizes. But first, let's see what is his biggest trade so far. So this is something worth taking note of. He hasn't made all of his profits just on like one trade or even a few trades. He's pretty consistent in really what he's going for. Obviously, these are the bigger wins. He's got 800, 895, 997. Then as we come down here, we're in the 500s, and then we start to get below 300. So we can see a lot of these smaller wins, and that's why his risk-reward ratio is a bit lower. And as you see, there's 9 pages on here. 6 of them, or at least 5 of them, are filled with wins. So that goes along with, obviously, his risk-reward ratio that he does have. Let's take a look again at his biggest wins. I just want to see the time that he's holding these. So his largest win was on BTC. He was holding this for 9 hours. Then he's got a 23-minute trade on NAS 100 that he made 895 on. 4 hours on NAS 100 where he made 818. And then 50, 1 hour, 20 minutes. So he is doing really good with the intraday setups. The majority, as you can see on this screen, are just mainly shorter term trades that he is holding. And then he's got some longer term trades in here. So he's got a little bit of both, but definitely the most profitable, it seems like, on these shorter term moves. Let's go over to the percentage gain, sort of the same thing. Let's take a look at the lot sizes. So let's see if he's abusing the lot sizes at all. So he's got some BTC. So he's staying in line with the good risk management when it comes to lot size. He's not risking. I mean, that is crypto, but let's look at NAS 100. He's not risking more than 0.20 on any given trade, 0.10. Let's see how many positions he's opening at any given time. So you can see on this trade, he opened 4 positions on BTC. Here he opened 2, 1 on BTC, 1 on NAS. I just want to see if he's stacking any trades while he's trading NAS 100. Here you can see he's got 2 trades. So he's pretty good with the risk management, and that reflects in the daily drawdown. Since he's not actually ever getting over 3% in daily drawdown, that's a direct reflection in the lot sizing and how much risk, obviously, he's really putting on the account. And he's not putting that much risk at any given time. So that is definitely cool to see that he is taking advantage of just being a responsible trader at the end of the day. So we can see his summary, his pairs traded here. We could see what hours of the day he's currently trading. So what sessions he's really trading in with his winners and losers. So he obviously had the most wins, it seems like, down in here at like 9 p.m. So he's trading. I'm not sure what time that is based on how it's calculating it in here in what session, but he's got the most trades on Wednesday, which is worth taking note. So if I was him, I would definitely hone in on the middle of the week. It looks like the middle of the week is obviously super profitable for him. Monday is not as profitable, as we can see here, and Tuesday has been the most profitable. So Tuesday, Wednesday, hone in on those 2 given days. That way that he's actually making those steady gains. One last thing I want to look at is just a distribution of the duration that he's actually held these trades. And you can see, I mean, his biggest loss was a 0.82% trade where he held 12 hours, 45 minutes. He also had a bigger trade down here. So it looks like it's kind of an equal distribution. You can see he's got a lot of hits within 20 minutes, within 30 minutes right here. Those are the majority of his wins. His biggest win was a 9-hour trade. Again, that was on BTC. And he's also got a big trade on 23 minutes. So he has a very even distribution. He's trading, looks like, multiple different strategies, but he is trading these pairs in particular, so indices and just crypto. So interesting take on Brian's account. Hopefully he can continue to keep this up. This is definitely someone that the firm is looking to work with and to profit along with because of the fact that he is pretty consistent with his lot sizing. He's not like super scalping or doing anything crazy. He's not stacking his trades or anything like that. So his system at the current moment looks to be pretty profitable. So Brian, props to you. Best of luck. I hope you obviously get that next payout, which will come. I believe you haven't qualified for the scaling plan yet. So next month you should be able to qualify for the scaling plan. So yeah, best of luck to you. Let's go on to the next review. Look at the next funded traders account. This one is Daveyv. So he has actually had this account for quite some time, since September 27th. So he's had the account about 75 days. You can see his win rate is about 83%. He already did, I believe, get multiple withdrawals with this account. So he is definitely doing well. You can see his account size is 100,000. Let's get into some more statistics over on FX book. His profit factor is 2.73. Annual projected profit 50,000. Risk reward is not that great, 0.55. Let's take a look. Hop over here. So you could see his profitability over here is about 83%. Average risk reward is not good, 0.55. So he is not really winning the majority, or he is not, having great risk reward on a lot of his trades. It doesn't seem like he's actually trading that much. So I'm actually curious to see kind of what he's doing. Let's look at what pairs he's trading. So he's only trading gold. So this is the only pair that he is trading. If I'm not mistaken, I think he purchased before we did the rule change for the EA. So he is, I believe, using an EA on gold. Let's see what his lot sizes are looking like, if he's got anything crazy in here. You could see a biggest lot size 9, 8, 8, 8, 7.55. So from here below, he definitely has very moderate lot sizing, and then from here up, he's got huge lot sizing. And as you can see, he's made the majority of his profit while using this large lot size. If we just go to his big wins, we can see his largest wins all came when he upped the lot size, which is interesting. He obviously did hold these for a good amount of time. So you got 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours. Let's see what his average duration actually is. So he had a big loss he had a 5% loss that he held for 5 hours and 40 minutes. This trade he held for 5 days, which is obviously a long time. Then the majority of his trades that he's hitting is kind of like within, I would say, the intraday. He's got some that he's swing trading, but look, these are all of his trades to the left. This is all just intraday, so that means he's opening a trade and closing it kind of within the same duration of time. So let's go over here. Let's see if he's actually, let's see how many days he's holding trades. So he's got some where he's swing trading, hasn't made much profit from that. And then again, let's come down here. So he made the majority of his profit again just in these intraday setups, you can see everything under 6 hours is where he actually is the most profitable. So it's interesting. Let's see how many trades he's opening at any given time, if he's stacking any trades. So you can see, like, within this session and on September 27th, he ended up opening 5 positions. On the 28th, he opened 3. 29th, he opened 2. 1, 2, 2, 2. So he is not opening many positions on any given day. 3 on the 11th, 2, 4, 3 on the 15th. So you can see a little trend here. He's not opening more than 3 positions in any given day. So from that standpoint, he's not over trading or anything like that. And you can see the withdrawal here. He had that minus 9,000 withdrawal on 11:30. And if we go back on 10:30, he had a $7,000 withdrawal. So he did actually have 2 withdrawals on this account, as you can see, 2 months apart. So he is on pace for the scaling plan. He's definitely on pace for the scaling plan, unless something crazy were to happen within this month. Right now, he is 100% going to qualify for the scaling plan, get up to 90% payouts, and also he's going to be eligible to be doing those bi-weekly payouts here. You can see his growth month over month. So he started in September, but again, it was like at the end of September, he got the account 927, and then October 5% or 6%, and then November he had 10%. So he is on a great pace right now. Definitely smashing. Again, for you guys listening, the scaling plan, you qualify if over the course of 3 months you have 2 payouts over those 3 months, and then you have a 6% average over those months. So that would either be 2% per month, or maybe you make 6% in 1 month, 1% the next month, 0% the last month, 5%, 1%, 0%. But you have to average 6% over the course of those 3 months, basically. So you have to make 6%. So he is on pace for the scaling plan. Let's take a look if we can find anything else worth taking note of. Let's go to his daily profitability. So he has a pretty even distribution of trades where he's entering on. I mean, you can see Thursday, he's got the most trades. Wednesday seems to take the least and has the highest winning percentage. Friday, I mean, he's got 100% win percentage on Friday. So interesting. He's definitely seeing something on Fridays. But for the most part, you can see his win percentage, 85 on Mondays, 82 on Tuesday, 86, 76, 100%. So his win ratio is fantastic. You can see his sessions that he's trading in. He's got the New York session. He's got some not as great right before the open right here, but he's mainly trading the New York session. He's got some in the afternoon that he's coming into, and then not as much kind of in the evening time. So most activity definitely in the New York session. Looks like towards the end of the New York session as well, which is interesting. So hopefully we can get an interview with Davey, considering how successful he's been with his account. Definitely crushing it. One thing to look out for is the drawdown, Davey. If you are watching this, just try to get this below 3%. I know some of the trades you are kind of lot sizing up, and then as long as you're using a stop loss not to hit the 6%, obviously it's not a big deal, but that's definitely just one thing to watch for. So let's go ahead, let's move on to the last funded trader account before we wrap up this video. All right, so we have our last funded account review. This one we're going to look at Afick. He has already gotten about 35,000 in payouts from the funded trader. He just got a payout, I believe, the other day. So that's why you can see where his account is right now. He's currently at 405. So he is trading a 400K account right now. I do believe he's taken about 3 challenges or 2 challenges. So he hasn't even spent that much money up front to get these accounts. And he's already, again, gotten about 35,000 in payouts. You can see he started this account on 10/11. So he has had the account about 2 months now, just about 2 months. He's coming up on his 2nd month right now. Let's just go right into Afick's book and look at some of his statistics. So looking at it from this perspective, you can see he has had a steady growth on the account. These are obviously his one of his payouts. It was right there that he did have. Let's just come down. He looks like he's currently in a trade right now. That's why he's floating profits. Let's look at his drawdown. So he did hit 5% drawdown on November 25th. Again, if there is a trader that is doing more than 3% drawdown any given day, that is kind of a bad statistic. From our perspective, it's telling us that at some point they will most likely violate the account because they're assuming a lot of risk on their trade. So let's look at his profitability. He has about a 70% win ratio on his trades. He's taken about 125 trades, 688 pips gained, which doesn't really matter in my opinion. He's traded a lot of lots. So he's traded about 6 times more lots as the previous person that we just looked at. Right here, his average win is 924, average loss is 1400. His win ratio is so high that doesn't matter as much. You could see his worst trade was 5,000 and his best trade was about 5,400. So he, from that perspective, is actually pretty balanced. His average longs one is 81, shorts one is 62. So he definitely is more profitable with taking longs, and his average trade length is 17 hours. So these are he's got some trades open right now, like I said, on EuroCAD. Definitely a lot of people trading EuroCAD towards the end of the year for several reasons, but we won't get into that one. But let's take a look at his history. Let's look at his symbols actually traded first. So he's trading a bunch of different pairs. He got AJ, AU, NZD. He's got BTC. He's got EuroCAD, Euro GBP, Euro NZD. So a lot of Euro pairs, a lot of GBP pairs. He's got this one NZD JPY at the end. Let's see how many trades he's taken. So Euro USD is taking the most trades, GU. So GU and Euro USD, he's taking the most. He's losing the most on EuroCAD, as you can see, I guess because of the floating profit. And then he's got, again, biggest wins on Euro USD. So let's get into this. Let's see what his strategy is actually looking like a little bit here. Let's go ahead and go to the duration. So he's got all on the first page, a bunch of trades where he's swing trading. All these are above 1 day. He's got some 4-day trades right here. Let's see if that turns into intraday. So he's got, again, a bunch of 1-day trades, and then everything else is pretty much below 1 day. So he's got some swing trades in here, and then he's got a bunch of intraday, kind of under 20-minute trades. So let's look at the even distribution based on the duration. So he's got some bigger losses where he's held 22 hours, 19 hours, 3 hours. So we can see that the cluster of his wins are coming in under about 14 hours. So definitely need to focus in on whatever strategy he is trading for these intraday setups and these shorter term kind of swing trade moves, because that looks to be the most profitable. You can see the longer that he holds trades, he's lost more the longer that he's hold these trades. So definitely want to hold the trades under 1 day, utilize that strategy a bit more. Let's look at his daily profitability. This is just an interesting stat to me overall. We can see his winning trades on Tuesdays. He's got 60%, so he's got a 60% win ratio on Tuesdays. Sunday, he's taken some trades, only 1, but mainly Tuesday, and then his second most is actually Friday. So Friday, he has the highest win percentage. Looks like Thursday, he has the lowest win percentage. So potentially cut those trades being taken on Thursdays. But a lot of activity coming on Tuesday, which is interesting. Let's see what times of the day he's trading at. So mainly the New York session, it looks like, some in the London, and then he's got some going in the afternoon here. But again, mainly in the New York session, he's taking a lot of trades. Looks like his profitability is not as much in this later session. There's not that much volume in the later session, so that definitely does make some sense here. You can see some of his withdrawals that he does have on the account. Let's go back to the beginning here. I want to see some of his bigger trades. So he's got these bigger trades he's holding 1 day. And you could see the gains on this 1%. So he's not having huge gains percentage wise on these trades. I mean, he does have a huge account. You could see the lot sizes as well. They're actually not too crazy, his lot sizes. He's got this 20 lot trade, obviously, that he got on GU, which is 4 times as much as his normal lot sizing, but looks like for the most part he's using 5 lots. Let's see. So he's got a bunch of 20 lot trades. He lost some, he won some. Looks like those trades are really balancing out. And then he's got a lot of 5 lotters. So with a 400K account, I mean, 5 lots are reasonable. It's nothing too crazy. One thing I am noticing, we didn't even actually look at the other 2 accounts, is he's not using stop losses on a lot of these trades. So that is obviously not the best strategy. He's not using stop losses on like the majority. Let's actually see if it's the majority of his trades. Yep, so he's not using stop losses on almost all of his trades, which is definitely not a good sign. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll see if he can qualify for the scaling plan. Currently, he does. He's got 5% and 2.3, so 7.3% overall. So he can't lose more than 1.3% this month, or else he will not qualify for the scaling plan. So if he stays at 0 this month, he will qualify to get an additional 25% of capital moving forward. So that is interesting. But if you see overall, he's gotten several payouts, 35,000 plus in payouts so far. Obviously, great job. If you are listening to this, maybe cut those bigger lot size trades, as you haven't actually made that much money with them. It's just balancing it out. And considering you're not using a stop loss, it definitely creates an opportunity, or not an opportunity, but a situation where you could potentially hit that daily drawdown. So that's just my 2 cents on it. But overall, great job. Obviously, we want to continue to see you build the account, and you already have a 400K. So if you do get that scaling plan, you're going to be up to 450, which is obviously a large amount of capital to be managing. So best of luck to you, Afick. So that concludes pretty much the video for the funded account reviews. We went over 3 accounts. All of these traders have had multiple payouts on their accounts, and they're all obviously making back whatever they paid for their sign-up fees. Today in the Discord, we did drop an update on a few things: the website, the broker, the withdrawal system, and the competitions. If you guys are not in the Discord, definitely join now. We're doing giveaways the whole month of December. We just gave away a 400K challenge account this week. We're going to give away a $500 Amazon gift card. The following week is going to be a $2,000 MacBook. And then the last week of the month, we're going to give away a 49-inch curved monitor. So definitely get inside the Discord so you guys can get involved in these giveaways. This has been another Funded Trader review. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.